Hi, Sagittarius. I'm going to be doing a reading about your career and finances at this time. Welcome to Oyatana's channel, and let's go right into it. The Hierophant, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Empress, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands, Sagittarius. You have three major arcana cards showing up for you: the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and Five of Wands showing up for you. You have been able to move past the essence of being entry level into expertise mode, and the wheel is turning in your favor with the Five of Wands showing up for you, where you are ahead of the crowd. You are ahead of your peers as well, and you're leading the pack with the Queen of Wands energy, and you're ready to explore new territory with the Page of Cups energy as well. And you're building and you're growing. For some of you, you have started a new business. For some of you, you have just joined a new company and you are building up the new strategies, the new KPIs. And for others of you, it is you just being very determined to achieve all of your KPIs better than what you did in 2025. And now that 2026 is here, you are one of those who drafted up New Year's resolution and you're sticking to it like gum to a shoe. And yes, with the Five of Wands energy, you are floating in the air and moving with the mist, and you're letting things take you and you're letting the inspiration come to you, and you are basically reinventing the things. You're in your moment of invention, and that invention is being eroded by the Wheel of Fortune telling you what to do, how to go, and basically guiding you. So you have the Wheel of Fortune showing up for you here, and it's basically signifying that the veil is torn, and you're able to see clearly now that the rain is gone. Well, those are the words that came to my mind as I'm looking at it. And it's something that is significant to you because maybe you were at a place where you had to dim yourself, you had to shrink yourself to a certain degree to be able to acquire what you wanted. So you might have been at boardrooms and trying not to outshine the person that you were trying to raise money for. It could have been fundraising that you were doing, and you had to just be meek, which is not something that you are used to being, but you had to learn to do that. And now that you have acquired what you wanted in the financing, you've been able to get a financial backer for your company, or you've been able to raise the funds that you need to keep your business idea flowing and floating. Now you are in this moment of being ready to take the mantle and grow and develop what you have been working on. And for others of you, it's something that has to do with the business idea. I'm just seeing a lot of planting. I'm seeing a lot of plantation. Some of you also could be that you are going into farming, or you are farmers presently, or I'm seeing a lot of farming energy here, and this seems to be like a physical representation of farming, not just the theoretical or figurative aspect of farming, but this is quite literal farming. So some of you are farmers and you are buying seeds. Maybe you're changing the the person that you buy seeds from, or you're deciding to change the type of crops that you grow, or maybe changing the distributor or something. There's just something that has to do with a change in your pattern of business, right? And that is what is keeping you ahead of your peers in business. And yes, because with the Hierophant energy, you had to go into yourself, but you are being guarded by the I don't know why this word is coming up, but tales as old as times, right? So it might be that you have learned an ancient way of doing things. It could be traditional medicine. It could be old wives' tales that have saved you when you were on or at the brink of disaster, and now you are in this moment where, with the Empress, you are driving the car, you are driving the direction, you are the one directing how the fortune should go for you. So you're basically reinventing. There's a reinvention of the wheel here in your business. So it might be that there's a plan that you have to create something in your field of study or in your industry that has never been done before, and you are the going to be the pioneer, or you're going to set the precedent here. And with the Queen of Wands energy, you're very, very assured about what you're doing, and that is why you are going for it. There's a heavy farm presence here. What's the farm energy or presence about for Sagittarius, about their career and finances at this time? The Chariot. Yeah, you're going fast. You are going fast. You are speeding up. Yes, you're changing things to suit you. You had been on the brink of disaster. You were holding on by a hair's breadth, and maybe you had to take out loans, maybe you had to sell your car, maybe you had to put your house on mortgage, maybe you had to sell your house to get things going so that you're able to get your head above the water. But now that has passed, and I can see you raising your head. You see with the Page of Cups and the Hierophant, you're raising your head, and you're ready to, you're getting inspired, right? You're getting inspired. You've gotten inspired. This is you taking charge. This is you with the Page of Cups. You are building. You're building, and you are ready. And essentially, this strategy that you're taking is something that you know will work. You just gotta approach it from a sense of, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because if you are too rigid with how you want it to go, how you want the process to be, it might end up not being what you want. But if you take it with the approach of, I'm just happy doing this, and I'll be glad to share my notions and my ideals and my ideas with others so we can all grow together, that is when it will work out. That is when it will work out better than you expect. But if you're being rigid in the process, if you're very exacting about the process, it might not pan out the way that you expect. But if you let go of the reins a little bit with the Chariot, if you just let the horses, if you just let the foxes, if you just let the wolves, if you just let uh, the entity that is in front of the Chariot, in front of the car, if you will let the driver drive and stop being, what's that word? I think it's passenger seat driver or something. If you just stop talking from the backseat driver, yes, if you just stop talking from the backseat and you let the driver drive, you get to your destination, and you get to your destination in time, well and fantastic, and very happy, right? And having enjoyed the journey and having enjoyed the process, and very excited about this destination and getting the destination in the best way with the best experience. But if you're busy being a backseat driver, saying every nitty-gritty detail how you want it to be, you might end up just being very disappointed or disappointing yourself, because it will still yield results, but it will not be the way that you expect. So you gotta let go of the reins and let God handle it for you. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say about Sagittarius's career and finances. What do you want to tell Sagittarius about their career and finances at this time? Is there any secret they should know? The river crossing. I think this card has come out quite a bit in a number of the readings that I have done recently. Okay. The river crossing. You are crossing the river, like I told you, with the Chariot energy. Let the driver take you to the destination and enjoy the ride while you are at it. That's the same way you should let the water take you. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And you shall see that the journey will be swift, it will be easy, and there will not be storms in the way. But if you are trying to roll your damnness hardest like Odysseus, trying to fight with the gods, you're gonna have a huge fight on your hands. But if you would just allow yourself to tap into the age old wisdom of understanding that there are some things you can control and there are others that you cannot, you have a fun time with this thing that you're developing. You have a fun time with this new way of doing things, of creating this thing, and you have it easy to achieve the new innovation that you are proposing to your industry or that you're putting into your business. You would already be able to, because you're already moving beyond your peers, but you accelerate quicker and better. Don't follow the crowd. You've never been one to do that. Although sometimes the need for validation makes you sit back and look at others while they're getting it. You are just trying to be very detailed and speak and span and dot your I's and cross your T's. Sometimes curve the I instead. Curve the I. There's no need to dot the I. Sometimes it's good to have mistakes sometimes because you will learn from it. That's the Hierophant energy here. So the wisdom that you have is not just because you're perfect, it's because you've made mistakes and you've learned from it. And you're applying that in. And if you just allow for that to happen for you, everything will work out for you. Right? And your career, you get into a better situation, and the house that you mortgaged, you get back. You've already gotten it back, but you'll be able to do more with what you have. And yes, let's see. This card jumped up for you. So let's see. The map with no names. The map with no names is saying what part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted. How can you navigate without needing all the answers? I told you, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need it to be perfect. You don't need everything to happen the way you will it to. Just go with the flow, even if the path is an uncharted one, even if you do not have all the answers. It's still a map, it's still a road that you will pass, it's still a river that you will cross. You do not need to know where the destination will be, you do not need to know how the journey is going to be. Just enjoy the journey, and you'll get to your destination in time and with the best possible results that you could ever have if you let it just happen instead of trying to control everything and everyone. So this has been your reading, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.